Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. My name is OKTAVITA, a student from Palembang University. Today, I'll be presenting a study titled Influence of Introverted and Extroverted Personalities on English Learning Interactions for Elementary School Students. This study was conducted by Mustoip and colleagues, focusing on how personality traits impact the student engagement in English learning. For introduction, English is an essential language globally, especially in education. The object of this study was to understand how personality, especially introverted and extroverted traits, affects learning interaction in the 5th grade elementary students, so helping us create a more effective learning environments. So for the research problem from this article, the research problem highlights a gap. There is a limited focus on how personality impacts English learning, particularly among young learners. This study aims to fill that gap by exploring how introverted and extroverted traits influence the student participation and interaction in learning English. Personality types overview. So in general, personality can be divided into introverts and extroverts. Introverts are more inward focused, often experiencing higher social anxiety, while extroverts are externally focused, enjoying social interaction and group settings. So this distinction is crucial as it directly impacts learning style. So next, extrovert traits in learning. So extroverts typically enjoy socializing and thrive in group settings. They tend to be more enthusiastic and engaged when learning in interactive environments. So the data from the study show that extroverts score higher in engagement metrics during group tasks. In contrast, introverts prefer solitary learning and quiet environments. They often experience higher anxiety in social settings. The study data support this, showing that introverts report significantly more anxiety during group learning activities. For the methodology, this study involved 35th grade students from 15 elementary schools in Cirebon. Researchers used survey, personality assessment, and observation to gather data on how these students interacted in English learning environments. And next, data analysis. Data analysis was conducted using multiply linear regression with smart PLS person tree. 2K metrics were highlighted. The three statistics and p-values for both introverted and extroverted traits. For example, introverts had a t-statistic of 6,718.6 and extrovert scores 8,818.7, both showing the significant impacts on learning interactions. And the finding for introverts, the results show that introverted students often prepare solo learning activities due to their higher anxiety level in group situation. So this anxiety affects their engagement, with 78% of introverts indicating a preference for individual study. On the other hand, extroverted students show high enthusiasm in group activities. They actively engage in the social learning and collaborative tasks. The study found that 18% of extroverts reported higher engagement in group settings. Challenges for both types. Both personality types face unique challenges in English learning. Introverts often struggle with the verbal expression, while extroverts may dominate discussion, limiting others' participation. So the data reveal that 64% of introverts hesitate in group discussion, while 75% of extroverts preferring taking on the leading roles. Next, teaching implication. So these findings highlight the need for a balanced approach. By mixing individual and group activities, teachers can create a more inclusive environment. Research indicates that a balanced approach improves overall class engagement by around 30%. And curriculum adjustment. To enhance engagement, teachers should adapt methods based on personality traits. This personalization can reduce introverts' anxiety by 20% while increasing extrovert productivity. Data from the study show that the tailoring text leads to better participation across personality types. And limitation and future research. So the study scope was limited to elementary students because just in Cirebon. So meaning this finding may not apply universally. So in the future, research should expand to different age groups and regions to validate this finding and understand the personality impacts on a large scale. In conclusion, this study demonstrates that introverts prefer solitary tasks while extroverts thrive in the group settings. Understanding this personality-based preference allows educators to develop tailored approaches that improve learning outcomes overall. Applying these insights can improve engagement by up to 25% in diverse learning environments.